I was scrolling through YouTube, as I do, a little bit of a YouTube addict here, and I saw a video from a channel that I used to actually watch. I used to actually be very into Dude Perfect. I mean, everyone I feel like had a Dude Perfect phase. That's why they have 60 million subscribers. And today I saw craziest ways to catch a fish, no poles allowed. And I had to know what this is. They've done trick shots for every sport in existence, and I cannot wait to break down fishing trick shots. And hey, maybe they give us a good idea and we use it in the next AVNJ's adventures. Maybe they've got some crazy stuff on deck, and the next AVNJ's adventures, we gotta throw it in. So I am here to learn as well as to judge. Literally never heard of them, bro. They have 60 million subscribers. They're one of the most subscribed to people on YouTube. What are you talking about? All right, they're kind of loud, so prepare yourself. They're sort of like a Mr. Beast, both trick shots. I used to really like them because I used to like ping pong trick shots and pool trick shots and stuff like that. I thought it looked cool. Let's see what they do with fish.
What would you do if you had to fish without a fishing pole? The 5 of us each traveled to a different location and came up with a crazy way to fish with no fishing pole.
What was that?
Who's the best fisherman?
Really bad idea.
Is he in an aquarium? That's an absurd.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to World Renowned.
All right, so now the first thing we've learned so far, do we try to fish with our feet in the next AVNJ's adventures? Do I try to catch a fish using my feet? I feel like a shore fish, like a banded killie or a mosquito fish, I could catch without even trying with my feet. I would have to fit the pole between my toes though, which could be a bit difficult unless I sat on the bank and manipulated it with both feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce drill fishing. Mark Cuban is gonna love this on Shark Tank.
Drill fishing.
Guys, the climate I chose.
Is this just instead of dragging it along the water by reeling in, you reel it in with a drill?
On a lake, ice fishing. Chose it for one reason only. Sit in a house by a fire, and all I got to do is pull up a line to catch some fish. This is the device I'll be using today. The flag will pop up when a fish bites the line. I just remove this. I grab it by my hand reel it in. No pole.
That's just a fishing reel. What? This is just normal ice fishing. You've just put the bait on a mouse trap instead of you've just put the line on a mouse trap instead of pushing the line on a pole. You've changed absolutely nothing. You're not catching the fish in a unique way. You're being alerted in a unique way. Rather than being alerted by... And even that's not unique. Yeah, he failed. I like the bird one better.
And I thought, what would be really cool is an eagle swoops in from above. Which is exactly why I brought this with me today. Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, tall guy here, Central Florida. I don't have a fishing pole, but I do have a net, and I have my personal submarine.
Free diving, basically, but with equipment and then netting fish. It's actually harder than it seems. Is this Florida? I didn't even look at the thing. It looks like Florida. I've done it. I've free dove with a net before, and you're like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like a fish will come by, and then I can get him with my net. But moving the net underwater is extremely difficult because of just how heavy the water is on you. And then also, let's say you catch the fish. If you're in 8 feet of water, you're like, okay, I've netted it. It's in my net. Now what? You have to get to the surface without the fish swimming out. You need a net that closes at the top when you press a button or something like that. Need 2 nets? Yeah, you bring 2 nets underwater and then you clamp them together. How do you swim then? Underwater netting while free diving sounds like a wonderful idea, but I don't think it's actually productive.
Wait for the fish to be unsuspectingly feeding and happy and content. And then just when they least expect it, like a thief in the night, that's gonna work.
Well, that's a lot better. Okay, I was thinking just holding it with my toes. If you attach it to the bottom of your feet, then that's way easier. I could do this way easy. Oh my God.
Nope, didn't catch any.
I just need the fish to bite the line. I mean, I see them. Just bite the line.
Even if they do bite the line, it's so lame. This seems super dangerous. It's probably fine. He's just swinging from a large construction vehicle with poles attached to both feet, meaning that were he to fall in the water, he would be incapable of swimming. But, it's no big deal.
Fishing. We've got anchovies on the line, and our first technique is trolling. Catch fish. I'm gonna do my first true cast of the day.
How do you fight anything?
Oh.
Yeah, that's more what I would expect to happen.
That's an absolute disaster.
First fish of the day, boys. He's not pretty.
Wait, you get points? It's just who catches more fish without a pole? Bro, I would win this competition easily. I could just, like, eyes closed behind my back with a dip net and catch you 15 banded killifish in one swing. Or better yet, go to the coast and do mummy chog. You could catch as many mummy chog as you could see in a single swing, no matter what you're doing.
Fish. Got ourselves a little bit of a perch.
I do have a backup plan. Meet Frank. In worst case, we're just gonna put Frank in the net and call it a day and head on home.
Codes real quick. That is super illegal. It's actually a felony in the state of Florida if you release that fish.
Oh, no way! Are you
Yeah.
saying to catch the
Oh
Yeah,
my
dude,
God.
that is like straight to jail, brother.
Jordan!
How do people not know that? You can't just release aquarium fish into the wild. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that it's in the video because now people will know not to do it, know that it's a felony. But that is absurd to be someone in as much of a position of power as these YouTubers and to not know that that's a felony.
This is my whole plan!
This is the coolest one, but it all seems most difficult. Yeah, you'll probably... Okay, he's probably literally in the river that I was in. I was in the river in... What river was it? I don't remember what... Not Lucy, St. Lucie River. Oh, that's on the East Coast. I don't know. I went snorkeling in some river in Florida, in like central North Florida. It was in a video, I think. I talked about it, and it was all over iNaturalist. But he's probably in the same one. I mean, it looked a lot like this with these like swampy edges. We'll see. There were tons of bluegill everywhere. If there's like spotted suckers on the bottom and then like little shiners in the weeds.
I caught the rope on the side of the boat, so that's sick. Not seen a fish today.
So we
not
have
even...
a different method of reeling in, arguably just a worse method of reeling in. We have a completely normal fishing setup, but you're alerted if something catches it in a different way. We have a dude using a net like a normal dude, except he's underwater. And then we have someone who attached nets to their feet and is swinging from a bulldozer. Regardless of how many fish you catch, I feel like the guy swinging from the bulldozer should win.
It's a beautiful day to be an eagle.
It turns out fishing with just a net is very, very tough. I started off just kind of doing the quick draw, and you're not very quick underwater. You know, you're probably a half the
Fishing with just a net is very tough. Wow. An acknowledgement, some validation in my existence. Every hook and rod fisherman thinks netting is just the easiest thing on earth. And then every net fisherman thinks that hook and rodding is the most difficult thing on earth, or most easy thing on earth. Everyone thinks that they're doing the hardest thing and they're working the hardest and everyone else has it easy. The reality is everything's difficult and there are unique challenges, but it is funny.
speed of what you would normally be.
Hey, you got close.
But
then what?
Guys, it's not made to fish.
It would just swim out of the net. That's what I was saying. Like,
Speed of what you would normally
let's
be.
say you got the bluegill right now. Okay, he's right here. Now what? You turn the net upwards, he's just gonna swim out.
We're gonna have to rename this video from No Fishing Pole Fishing Battle to No Fish Fishing Battle.
Upon the terrestrial sphere,
Well, the yellow perch
the
guy
grand
caught one.
and magnificent tapestry of nature.
He's just watching a movie. He's not even doing anything. He just has a normal fishing method. If that guy gets any points, I swear.
Just an eagle hanging out of my nest. Boot! Ah!
No fish!
He
It's
could have
at this
caught one there.
point,
I was
after
actually
a
pretty
few
close.
Unsuccessful passes as an eagle. Rats! When reality starts to set in. There's a good chance we may be flying home today with no fish. The eagle's starting to get frustrated.
All right,
It
guys,
does
we
look
have
like a
net.
lot of fun.
New contraption, we've added a line.
I feel like it would be more fun if you had it in your hands than on your feet, but that's also
It's harder
fun.
than it sounds. I don't know,
Also,
I'm running out of air.
aren't these guys like literal millionaires? Isn't this like the $15 Amazon net where the handle breaks incredibly easy? These guys are all millionaires, right? This channel has 60 million subscribers and every video gets millions upon millions of views. I feel like they can afford more than the $15 dip net. Someone tell these guys about Jonah's dip net.
Here we go!
Spend $60 and get the fucking perfect net. Look at it! You can literally see it bending and breaking.
We tried some different methods that
This is also an
prefer not
Amazon
to show.
dip net. Or landing net. What the fuck?
There's definitely a fish on.
Oh, yes!
Lake trout?
Let's go.
I can't
All right,
really
got
see
ourselves
it.
the first rainbow. Oh, look at that
Nice
catch.
catch.
Athletic. All right.
Fish
Yeah, that was
down there
the
here
dude.
at the
He's
marina.
not doing anything unique. That guy should be disqualified for craziest ways to catch a fish. He literally is just catching a fish normal.
We're gonna catch him with this drill.
Just gotta nibble 100%.
He murdered that.
I want to get in front of it. I did use a hook and a worm and a line, but it wasn't tied to a fishing pole. It was just tied to a pole that wasn't a fishing pole. So we're good.
Pull it up.
Man, you were dying over here. That was hard to catch. All right, there
Fish
he
was
is.
literally a paid actor, not swimming away, standing completely still and not swimming upwards out of the net, and he still barely caught it. Do you think they like stunned that fish and then threw it in? That fish did not look like it was alive.
Should we get a nice
I
little
mean, like
photograph?
alive, but not really doing so well. Is that the long ear?
Fish
Didn't
on,
really
fish on.
see.
Flags up, boys. Come on. Got another trout. Come on, baby. Reel him up.
He's just ice
Kill.
fishing.
You're fine.
Stop giving him
Number
points.
2, baby. We're cooking now. You know what? 3 fish on the board. I feel like I deserve first place. You know,
You don't deserve anything.
feel
You
that.
were just using bait on a hook. You're just ice
I think
fishing.
the ice.
Not a lot going on up here most of the time.
Pretty sure we got one behind you, T.
Catfish?
Is he just jumping from the net, from the bulldozer with the net in hand? He's just doing what the other guy's doing, but with extra steps. Oh my god. That's such a bad idea. They have spines.
Came up empty-handed.
All catfish have giant spines on their pectoral fins. Homie's gonna get stabbed jumping from above onto a catfish.
Now I gotta do the embarrassing eagle swim back to shore.
All right, we've heard this place you can basically throw a Cheeto in and catch fish, so if it can't happen here, it can't happen.
Big shout, Columbia PFG. Guys geared us up for what's sure to be a gold medal run
I don't
at
know
this
why
point.
you'd go to
All
a
right, as the
pond.
world's preeminent,
If you can go to anywhere in the world, or just go to like a tiny little stream that has 1 billion sunfish in it, and you'll catch
drill
one
fisherman,
so
I would
easy.
like to show you guys the proper cast.
Funniest trip to the ELO.
Fish on! Oh, fish on!
Oh my gosh, she might have gotten off.
No, he's on! Fish on!
Yeah, you caught a Florida largemouth probably.
And the world's largest fish ever caught with a drill!
Yeah, you just did fishing, but stupid. He did fishing, like, the eagle one's kind of cool. The rest of them are just doing fishing
Struggle
worse.
No more! Go!
They just want to look cool. Does this look cool? Cooking bass on a drill?
baby!
I
Hey,
guess it's
buddy!
kind of a cool photo.
Good sign. We had a catfish surface.
I just gotta try if I get close. I'm going.
Yeah, he's doing like both hands and trying to bring them together.
Success! We've done it! Oh,
Is it cheating to fish in a fish farm? I mean, congratulations on not getting stabbed, but is it cheating to fish in a tiny stocked pond? Not even stocked, I mean, it's literally a fish farm. This is a tiny stocked pond.
Fish no way! Come here! Bring yours in!
It was pretty impressive. Wait, now I want to do it to prove that it's not. Oh my god, so many ideas for AVNJ's adventures. I jump out of a tree into like a deep hole in maybe Tennessee and catch a fish off the surface. That'd be sick. There was that one spot in Tennessee where I jumped off of the rock into the pool. I don't think I ever saw any fish on the surface, but who knows.
6 fish. Massive turnaround for the twins.
Can't tell us we didn't put in the
This
effort.
video is kind of cringe. Nah, it's just their vibe. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's just their vibe. It was interesting, and I have some things to apply to a future AVNJ's adventures. I think if I start the next AVNJ's adventures by catching a fish with my feet, you guys will all be thoroughly entertained, right?